Maceration, is it real? Is it a myth? It's real. To a certain extent, it is real. It's a pretty important step, especially if you purchase dupes pretty frequently. Let's read the official definition. Maceration is the process of letting a perfume sit undisturbed so its ingredients can blend and mature. It's also known as fragrance aging. Typically, designers mature for a few months. So when you get your designers, they're typically ready to go. What I have found through testing dupes and coming out with my own dupe is these things sell out very quickly. So typically the factories are producing them very quickly. So sometimes you'll get a fragrance that's like a couple weeks old. So this, typically you're never gonna be able to purchase it like brand new. It's always gonna be about 3 months old, always. With dupes, sometimes you can get them a couple weeks old. When this first came out, and I know I've gotten other dupes, I got them within 2 weeks of them being sealed up at the factory. So, how to macerate your fragrance. It's very simple, very, very simple. And I've scoured Reddit for this advice for everybody. So this is Reddit's method, and this is my method. So when your fragrance arrives, take the cap off, give it a few sprays, 1 or 2. This is macerating real nice. That's it. You're gonna leave the cap off for a week. That's it. You can wear it. Of course, you can still wear it throughout that process, but to jumpstart the maceration process, best way to do it, spray it a few times, take the cap off, leave it in a cool, dry, dark area for about a week. And then from there, you can like put the cap back on and just use it as normal. So maceration, from what I've observed through my own fragrances, is 100% a real thing. It's not a myth. Typically, your fragrances get deeper, richer, thicker, a little bit more heavy. They last a little bit longer, just like kind of like how alcohol ages. It's the same thing with this, because this is alcohol. A lot of times you'll notice the juice color change. So things like my Macerate, when I first got my Macerate, it was very, very pale. Now it's like a deep color. It's a deep, not deep orange, but it's becoming like a deeper yellow. And that's completely normal, and that's just like the fragrance maturing. People get like oxidation, maceration mixed up, but it all kind of means the same thing-ish. We're all talking about the same thing. It's kind of like cologne, aftershave, perfume. We're all talking about the same thing. So yeah, that is a quick video on how to macerate your fragrances. If you purchase and wear a lot of dupes, it's important because sometimes your fragrance is less than a few weeks old. So ideally, in an ideal world, you would want to be wearing it around that 3 month to 6 month mark. Like it's cooking at that point. But to get that process started, cap off, spray, cap down, leave it alone for a week, and then you're good to go. Again, not the most important thing. You don't have to do it. This process happens naturally anyways with your fragrances. It's just a good way to jumpstart that process.